Interesting, fun little event that happened in Connecticut. A woman, actually I should say, a teen was defending science funding going to a science center where she had an internship, and she had a very awkward interaction with the speaker there. Now you're going to see the video, it's going to be a picture of the speaker, but for the most part it's the teen speaking, and then he has a little response at the end. And listen carefully.
Hi everyone. Hi. How you doing? My name is... I'm a senior at high school, and I am here on behalf of the Connecticut Science Center. I am a teen ambassador. I've been there for 2 years, and it's been a great experience for me. I end up working with the most amazing other teens. I was able to build relationships with them, and I was able to communicate with other people because I'm usually a very shy person, and now I'm more outgoing. I like to just jump at any opportunity that I can get, and because of Science Center, they provide us with that skill.
So it sounds like you had a wonderful experience.
I did, and I learned a lot. Like, I never thought that I would be able to be, you know, I never liked snakes, and but I end up loving them. Like, they're my best friends.
Are there any questions? Yes, Representative Hewitt.
And if you're bashful, I got a snake sitting under my desk here.
That was a little devastating.
Oh.
Okay.
Why?
Okay. He was the deputy speaker of the Connecticut State House. I say he was because he was stripped of that title after
he was?
this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And by the way,
that's
that
why I don't go into the office place, man, because I say shit all the time that would get me, you know, stripped of my deputy title in Connecticut. You know, I don't think he meant. I don't know. What do you think he meant to be?
Well, we have quotes from him, but if you want to analyze it first.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, at first I thought, oh, he meant it. It was a stupid, inappropriate joke. He's a teenager, what a dummy, I can't believe he said that. He slipped out and he probably regretted it, right? Oh, I got a snake under the table. You're like, oh no, don't do that, right? But you know what? Upon hearing it a second and a third time, I think that his explanation is not that off. He says, that's the kind of stuff I say all the time. Oh, I got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you.
Yeah.
And now, when I first read that, I was like, oh, get out of here. That's a lame excuse and stuff. But if you notice the way he framed it, said, if you're bashful, I got a snake under my desk, okay? No, because he's saying, you're not bashful at all. Look, what you know, you gave this testimony, and it was great, and you know, you did a great job with it. You're not bashful. If you're bashful, and then, boy, did he pick the wrong analogy.
Well, if she was like, oh, I'm afraid of spiders, and he said, oh, I have a spider under my desk, everyone would have been like, ha, ha, ha. Or maybe not gerbils, but then the snakes.
I'm afraid of elephants. I've got a trunk under my desk. Like,
I wouldn't have gone that way either.
Oh God.
Look, I feel bad for him. Like anybody who has seen me on the show before, I like to make awkward jokes because I like both feeling awkward and making other people feel awkward. I do it all the time. But I know context to some extent. I don't say it to a teen in a state house. Yeah. My only regret is we had the picture of him during this. You can't tell if he's like saying the quote like this, or if he's saying the quote like this.
Oh, no.
That makes a difference to me.
Okay.
Well, I mean, so how did he get busted? I mean, someone recorded this secretly and then a parent complained or a student?
I mean, look, if she's speaking, I imagine her parents were probably there. I imagine other parents and teens were probably there as well.
And I just noticed the last minute that our source for this is Breitbart. So that's probably how, you know, they're like, oh my God, there's a
he probably had a snake under the desk. It was like
no, if he brought out a snake and started petting it like Dr. Evil, that would have been awesome.
Right. By the way, it cost him $6,446 in extra pay too. So that joke just cost you over $6,000 a year. Ouch.
I think they're being a little too sensitive on this one, but
maybe.
I'm just.
So you're voting not guilty? Let's do a final.
Not guilty.
Yeah, I'm shockingly going to vote not guilty. You're voting guilty?
No. I think that he was
unless
making
he's like
a sexual
arrest
joke.
record or something, unless there's some other hidden
base
thing.
it on record. Like this one thing, losing the position. Especially he's a Democrat too, right? You know, let's let him slip by. But no. I think it's fine.
No, I'm just saying, like, did he mean it as a joke? Or did he not mean it that way?
I think he made a sexual joke that he didn't think enough about.
You're saying guilty.
Yes.
Okay.
Not guilty. I think he made a harmless joke that had this innuendo, and perhaps he has some Freudian thing going on, but I don't think it was.
All right, we're 2-1 so far. I'm going to let Jesus and JR settle this. Guilty or not guilty? Did he intend it as a sexual joke?
He brought up the whole thing about I was saying a snake because she's now so out there and outgoing, and I don't believe her, kind of.
Yeah.
He brought that up. That wasn't from you. That wasn't the thing you
He
came up
said
with.
it's a bad analogy. He was quoted as saying it was just a bad
you know
analogy.
what? I think it's hard to come up with that after you meant something sexual. So I think I'm buying it. At first I was like, what could he possibly come up with to fake this? So I'm buying his excuse. I was 100% ready to not buy anything this guy had to say. But the thing is, how do you come up with that? It's believable. How do you come up with that?
No, people can come up with believable stuff even when they're lying. Trust me on that. But it looks like we're settled, but I'm interested in the Chief Justice's opinion anyway. Chief Justice, guilty or not guilty?
I'm going to say guilty. Because that's a really weird thing to say. Like, how do you not... I guess it didn't translate in his brain what he was saying, but I think he meant it.
All right. Well, nonetheless, 3-2. Give the guy his $6,000 back. Not guilty.